we're coming up, y'all. This is my first WTF moment of the episode. Oh, it's time for one of many. Robin girl, you're the weakest link. Let's pop it here.
I think that McKelty kind of sees that there are two sides to this. I just think she knows more of the truth. I think she sees more of the truth.
Okay, y'all. Robin states that McKelty knows more of the truth. More of the truth. Okay. Is it that she knows more of what is true, or is it that she's been so starved for attention and favor, and that she's basically willing to ignore the actual truth of the matter? Because based on where it seems everybody stands right now, especially with her lately, I would say it's the latter. I think she could be willfully ignorant when it comes to this entire situation, when she's getting what she wants, which is attention. But I think we've all witnessed the actual truth, Robin. I think what happened. Here we go. Here is my WTF moment number 2, y'all. Oh. Giving out other people's forgiveness. Pop that in right here.
He came back a couple of days later and texted me. It's like, hey, I've been thinking about what you've been saying. I forgive you. Please forgive me. I was like, forgive me for what?
Cody. Again, the narcissist that is Cody. He refuses to solely focus on his transgressions, feels the need to preface the request for forgiveness by letting Gabe know, hey, just in case you didn't understand how this works, you wronged me first. So the only reason why I'm asking you to forgive me now is because I'm forgiving you first. It's so ridiculous. It's such poor parenting. He couldn't just apologize and ask for forgiveness. He had to let Gabe know, I'm just letting you know you were wrong first. I'll say maybe I need for you to forgive me, but I'm going to tell you that I forgive you first because you're wrong first. He's got the maturity of a 2-year-old. He is literally the maturity of a toddler. Here we go. We're going to keep the WTF moments rolling because there were so many in a row. So here's your next one. This is number 3. And I've never been patriarchal, according to Cody. Here it is now.
Janelle is just dead wrong about me and patriarchy. I've never been patriarchal. I've never behaved patriarchal. I actually was just angry once when Christine was leaving, and I said, hey, we're going to do this patriarchy thing, but I've never been patriarchal.
Cody, from the moment you moved to Flagstaff and clearly became engulfed and obsessed with the manosphere, with the red pill movement, he went completely overboard on the toxic masculinity and this patriarchal focus. And he may have only said that specific term once and that heated exchange that they all had, but even in his approach to the COVID rules, he said then, am I the head of this family or what? He did it then. So he was already moving towards that type of system where he was going to make all the decisions and be in charge. I'm continuing on with the WTF moments because there's so many in this segment. And here you go. Number 4, it's Janelle calls out the elephant in the room, and she does it right here.
My children have really begun to express that they feel like COVID just presented an opportunity for their dad to do what he's been wanting to do for a long time, which was live and make a life with his favorite wife. I mean, let's not mince words. And their dad had been expressing things to them just off the cuff about, he wished that he would have waited and just married Robin.
Gabe said it best. He made decisions, we all know. Gabe was just on top of this one time after another. But we all know it now but Janelle is actually vocalizing it, right? Cody made up these COVID rules to basically isolate with the family he wanted to be with. And with his favorite wife, which was Robin. And he has said he wished he could have waited and just married Robin, which he says is a lie. I do not believe it was a lie. Multiple kids have this story. So multiple times all these kids had this experience with you, so they're all lying about that experience. I doubt it. It's not a gossip line, Cody. I can almost guarantee you said it. You used COVID to abandon the rest of your family. You used this as an opportunity. And then have the audacity to be mad about the result. You got what you wanted. We're going to talk about moment number 5. WTF moment. Yes, y'all, 5. That's how many I've got. There's tons of these. This is, Cody blaming Robin for his abandonment with Mary, which is ironic. But here we go.
Robin felt that if I waited on God, that things could change for mine and Mary's relationship. And that was advice that I took. And I waited. And as time went on, I realized that it was never really going to work. And I'm sorry to Mary for that. I wish I would have figured it out sooner.
Cody now blames Robin for why he tried working on his marriage with Mary. And then he says, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Mary for that. I'm sorry that I dragged her along with what Robin wanted me to do. So even in his divorce from Mary, he's finding a way to blame someone else, including his favorite Robin, to avoid taking full accountability for something. He will throw Robin even under the bus at this point to avoid him taking accountability. Robin girl, danger. I'm hoping you're watching these episodes and you're seeing how this man just threw you under the bus and blamed all his poor decision making and his abandonment on you. It's all you. See how this works? Because eventually it's all going to come to you. When he has nobody else to blame now, he's going to not be blaming you. Which is probably why your marriage was having the issues that it was having. Because now you're the only one left. I'm done. Moving on. WTF moment number 6. It's the victim that is Robin. Put it here.
I think that Robin definitely has a victim complex. I mean, to put it bluntly. I don't necessarily blame her for that. I think that different people devise different strategies to keep themselves afloat, but...
All right, y'all. Gabe, when I tell you, you are batting 10 for 10 on what you've got to say in this episode. Because she's constantly playing the victim and making her children do the same. And honestly, I would love for Robin's kids to see this clip because it seems like most of them... that most of the kids, Janelle's kids, Christine's kids, feel the way Gabe feels, where they want to have a relationship with those siblings. And Robin is why they don't have that. Because for a kid, you're going to follow along party lines. You live with them. So that would make sense. And I really love even though I don't want to give it, but I really do love the grace that Gabe gives them. Moments. Here's number 7. And it's basically Cody continuing to make Robin the relationship martyr. Put it here.
Herself, her last 2 conversations with Janelle was Robin begging Janelle to have a relationship with her. Janelle's a relationship coward.
Look, I want you guys to check my short on this one because I definitely did a short about this, but it's really exhausting, and this is why your kids believe you play favorites, because as you continue to trash talk their mothers, you're making Robin the martyr. She's constantly the victim and the martyr. My last WTF moment of the episode. Woo. We're going to call this survival of the fittest. We're going to pop this here.
This conversation never happened. COVID caused a lot of problems for a lot of people, all right? But those people whose relationships had the fortitude to survive, those relationships survived.
those who had the fortitude to survive. I want to know what books he's reading or what he's looking at that he's getting this language from. It's very specific. And I would be curious to know where it came from. This man's living in like a real life video game or something. This is not real life that he's living in. This is a simulation. He is certifiable. He's insane. Based off what I'm witnessing on this television show. His like language flip is like, in my opinion, the result of like his cold connection to the manosphere and red pill movement. And honestly, for me, I'm like, if you're so frustrated, why don't you just do something about it? Like, Janelle, you're saying you're frustrated. Well, what are you gonna do about it? Because all I've seen you do is make excuses for his behavior. Like, you just left him and took care of yourself, apparently. But what have you done to really validate your children and their experience? Like, how about you start by putting him on child support for Savannah? Wake him up there a little bit. Because it seems like he's forgotten. As you said, he just abandoned kids. Like, the fathers get divorced and abandon their children. My dad didn't do that. Matter of fact, my dad fought for custody of his kids. I know quite a few men that didn't abandon their children. Doesn't mean that some of them don't. Sure, there are some that don't. But also, what level of accountability are you holding him to right now? Because if you've had somebody abandon your child, guess what? You have the legal system, which finally we're seeing Christine now take advantage of, to put that man on child support. You want to play stupid? You want to play boo-boo the fool, Cody? I'll show you the fool. And I'll take you to court. That's what I'll do. Until next time at Lipstick Club, I'll see you later. Bye.